with Rolling Free TV. I got my homeboy JBird right here, and we're about to run it down to you of how it went a little bit in our time around.
Time around, Jesus Christ, man. we spent a lot of time together, man.
We sure did. I lived at your house a few times. I lived in your barn.
I know you lived in my barn. You lived in my house. You lived everywhere.
Trailer in your yard.
We had killing machine choppers in my garage for the longest time.
That's right.
Oh, dude, that was crazy. We had some good times though, man. I tell you what, when we're all prospecting, remember what song we'd wake up to every morning?
Some Mike P.
Mike P, big homie. I don't give a fuck. Oh, sorry. I already broke the rule.
He's already tearing it up. He said 3 terrible words we don't say on here, and we're still good. We're good.
We're still alive.
We're good. We're still alive. They haven't shockwaved us off here yet.
Yeah, well, damn, that's cool. But hey, man, your show is fucking incredible. Oh, sorry, kid.
You're good. You're good. Just be yourself. Don't worry about it.
All right.
If it goes bad, we'll put it on members only.
Okay, there you go. I forgot what I was gonna say now.
He said the show was cool, guys. A little bit of introduction
the show is very cool. I think you're doing a great job, Breeze. Keep it up. And I'm really interested in everybody you have on your show. So you're doing a really good job, man. So props to you, brother. I appreciate
this one's about you, bro.
I know, but so what do you want to know?
We want to know some meat and potatoes. We want to hear some party stories. Me and you are too much talking like, hey, we're bros, right? So let me get a little professional with you.
Okay.
What got you into maybe wanting to be around motorcycles, or just like what made you want to ride a motorcycle, and what was your first motorcycle?
It was a Kawasaki 75. I was 10 years old. And as soon as I got on that sumbitch, I was gone and I was riding forever. And then, you know how it goes. You just build back up. Got myself a 74 Ironhead Sportster and ran that for a long time. Remember that sucker?
Probably remember that one. Badass.
The tank was really good.
The tank was tiny. The bars were tiny little. It was like a cafe racer. It was cool.
Yeah, it was like a cafe
racer chopper. It was a trip.
Right. That was good. And then, and then I decided to step up, and I met your dad at Killing Machine Choppers when he was in Diamond Lake, and we hit it off. And then next thing I know, you show up, this big old credible kid, fucking holy shit, I don't want to fuck with this dude kind of thing, because he was the only red and white supporter around. And because I was in California and I was going to go to Fresno to prospect, but my family moved my family business up here, and bam, here we are. And so they gave me a good word up here, and then Smiling was like, yeah, come on in. And your dad, was going to go for it.
Hey, before you knew it, you were president of the Sons of Hell, East Side.
Yeah, that was just like a fucking crazy thing. Just all of a sudden, it's like, oh, well, we're going to start the support club. Well, the thing is, I had a club that I was going to have as a support club. And remember the Pirates? We would have the pirate parties,
yes, sir.
And shit like that.
They were cool as hell. Party crew.
And I had all my ducks in a row, and I took them to the COC, Coalition of Clubs. And I'm like, okay, here's your patch, here's your colors, here's everything. We want to start a support club for red and white. And they were all cool with it except for Smiling. And he goes, no. And I was like, what? I spent years putting this together. And he's like, no, you're coming with me. And I was like, what? Okay, all right, well, I'm coming with you. And then we had that whole thing about there's a line of people out the clubhouse door when everybody was trying to like sign up for the Sons of Hell or whatever. I didn't even know what it was
Olympics.
For.
No.
Yeah, they just said show up here about 5 o'clock. It's like what? A big old line out the door.
These youngsters roll up on their bikes and get their mug shot for their background checks. That was a crazy day.
Yeah, it was a crazy day. I go in. I just expected to go in and him talk to me about it. I didn't expect a freaking line of people,
Dude, they lined you up and patched you out, dude.
Well, basically, well, I was already in, I guess, because we had been prospecting,
We had been
basically
around.
pre-prospecting for like 4 years previous to that,
Yes.
right when Smiling got out of prison, and your dad was
100%.
really, he was really a big part of that. And then,
We
yeah,
stayed
and then
tight
next
with
thing you
them,
know,
dude. We stayed tight with Big Smiling when he got out of prison, and when he couldn't be around anybody. We took
yep,
good care of him.
yep, I remember that. We did. I mean, we invited him to Thanksgiving and everything like that, and he saw who we were and everything like that, and he liked us, And then we were also, your dad and I started Run What You Brung, the big drag races in Old Town, and that turned into a
Badass.
big old festival of lights and stuff. And I've always been running in the track. I quit this year actually. I couldn't handle it no more because the other team took it over, and I went,
That's
no,
right.
no, I
I'm
still
not
support
going.
red. I still support red and white. Shout out to Spokane.
Right
Um,
on.
that, but I'm not gonna go
I'm out
back.
bad. I support
You're
black
out
and
bad.
white.
I'm
Right
on
on.
suspension. I'm on
Hell
suspension,
yeah.
permanent suspension. That was them being nice to me since I like was president for like 10 months or 11 months. And I did such a good job getting the clubhouse together and everything that they were like, you know what, we're gonna put you on suspension because they made me choose between my wife
Yeah, you didn't
or the
do
club.
anything yeah. And you didn't do anything like that would put you out bad or even put you up for that kind of vote. You were always just,
No.
showed up, did your thing, and that was it.
Yep.
Well, you might
Yep.
have you might have had one drink over the line a few times, but hey, who hasn't been there?
Well,
What do you say? That's
I,
biker stuff.
yeah, that's biker stuff, right?
Yeah, he's drinking his apple juice, guys.
Yep. No, that's chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. That's the best.
Fuck yeah. Don't drink anymore, man.
Yeah,
I
so
quit.
your wife was kicking up a little bit of dust and they said it's
Yeah,
you
she
or
she like she
her.
liked the booger sugar too much, and
Us or them.
well, and they said, her or the club, and we were just married, and so I picked her,
For
and
sure.
I went to put my club colors on the table, respectfully and everything. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was going to get my ass handed to me, and
Everybody was getting jumped back then.
I know, and I was like, okay, but you know what? I'm going to stand up for it, and because this is what I believe, and this is going to happen. And so I put my right before I put it on the table, they said you're on suspension, and I went, what? They said, you're on suspension. You don't have to pay any dues. Just you're on suspension. We'll just leave it at that. So that was them like putting me out good, I guess, which I got freaking lucky. And they respected what I did for the club, getting them all together and everything, teaching these 13 guys how to, because they weren't ready for prospecting yet for red and white, but they were almost
Dude,
ready. We used to ride
right. But
together all the time. We were
you
doing it
guys were the
all the
enforcers. You were
yeah.
enforcers, a whole
We
crew
had
of
to go
enforcers.
we had to literally go handle shit and stuff like that. Like I was there on a Sunday morning when we got shot at when you were telling a story about that the other day. I was like, oh, I kind of I kept bitching at you about it. I was like, when are you gonna tell a story about the shooting? When are you gonna tell a story about the shooting? Yeah, that was a one heck of a freaking thing. And you did save the day on some random dude that was in the park that day because I was like, because we ran out back, and then we were looking around. We knew that sound when we heard beep, beep, pop, 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 beep, 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 and we knew what that sound was. And we are like, oh, shit, what the hell are we gonna
When
do?
I
And when,
drew down on the homeless guy, who are
yeah,
you?
yeah, who the
Get
hell are
out of
you? And I
there!
was, I see,
Ah!
I almost would have took him down because I went
I know
walking out
you were
back and I
halfway over the
saw a homeboy.
fence.
Homeboy was
I
hanging out
know.
like down, and he looked Hispanic to me. So I was like, "Who's the other team?" And ran back. I
Dramatic
was like, "Dude,
Hispanic, get
right
him.
around the corner." You were like, "What's your intention?" But you say
State your
you held it.
intentions.
Yeah, well, you held it together, man. I got to give you props on that one because holy crud, I couldn't have held it
Those are
together.
my
I would have.
best times. Is when everything's like out of control. That's where like all the crisis and bad shit in my life just makes me like, I know what to do here.
Out of control is how we roll. Remember that
That's
one.
right. That's right. Hey,
Oh
those were
man, that
crazy
were
days, man. And before we knew it, the clubhouse was freaking they had us
Packed.
surrounded.
Oh, I know. All of a sudden
Don't
we were like
move.
inside going,
Get
okay,
down.
we just had the brother like come in and he had just gotten, through and through. And
Yeah.
yeah, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden you can hear the ghetto bird rolling
The
around,
news
and we're
crew.
like, "Oh man, we're watching Tweaker Cam, like just watching the video." And then all of a sudden we saw them closing off the road. I just remember you calling, going, what do we do here? We don't have a standard of, you haven't really explained what we should
I
do in
go,
this situation."
Myland, there's
Yeah.
100 cops outside. Should I
What
open
do
the
we do?
door?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
goes,
Open the door. Do
yeah, he
not
goes,
let
well,
them
last
in.
time, hey,
Yeah.
Breeze, last time they ripped it off, dumbass. Tell them
Cost
to
us
come on in.
$500.
Hey, so I got all those mouse catools all over me, and I'm
Yep.
following the cop around to make sure he doesn't like steal anything. I go, dude, I gotta set something down. And he goes, what? I go, I need to put these down. And he goes, go ahead. And I just put like 9 or 10 bangers on the bar. And I remember in the newspaper article, they took pictures inside the clubhouse, and it looked like we had them all laid across the bar, but it was really because I set them down like that.
Well, I also remember that I sent you some pictures of some of the, of that day and everything. But I went outside when you were in there dealing with the whole fucking thing, and
Sat on your bike.
I sat on my bike. I was just like, meh. I was
And
like,
you
what
were
the heck?
we were stuck inside the crime scene tape.
I know, and your dad's over there in the corner, like trying to get to us. We each had a cop fucking lined up with each one of us. Shama and
They're
me,
talking to
you,
my
and
dad, and they go, wow, how did this place get so clean? It used to be a mess. And they go, my dad goes, dude, after
fuck
we all
that.
leave and shut off the lights, no, he goes, these little trolls come out.
It sounds like something your dad
And
would
they
say.
clean the whole. Yeah, he started being all weird.
That's fucking
They go,
funny
what
as
the
shit.
fuck are you on?
No, you remember the cop on each one of us? Each person had a cop.
Yeah,
Did
and then
yours
we
talk
had
to
to.
you?
Hey, I hid shit in the barbecue that day, and
I
they
know. I
were
remember
ripping up.
that.
They were ripping up gas. They were ripping up grass and everything they could, and they didn't open the barbecue.
That's all they had to do is go. Oh man!
And we
Well,
had to go to an abandoned house behind the
I know,
clubhouse,
right in the backyard.
and we sat on a abandoned porch all day just watching them flip the clubhouse. They were drinking sodas, looking at porn, and they tore the place up like they were members.
I know. Shit. Yeah, I left. I took off after that. As soon as they let me go, I was out. Yeah, I had the fucking the major dude, like crime our gang task force dude. He comes in, no fucking lights on his car, and he walks.
Dressed like a
He gets out of his
cholo.
car with his suit and everything like that. He's all buttoned up, and he looks around and he looks straight at me, and he just beelines it to me. He's walking. I'm like, oh shit. I know this guy's something. And he walks up to me and he goes, hello. And he says my name and puts out his hand, and I shake his hand. You always give them the same respect that they're going to give you. So, I hate cops, but hey, if they give me respect, I'm going to give them respect back, And he
Right.
goes, we know who you are. Is there anything you want to tell me about this? And I looked at him, I'm like,
hey, they're digging bullets out of the wall behind you as this
I
is
know they're
going
digging
down.
bullets and the bike beside me. They're literally digging. Like, there's a picture of the dude, like FBI guy, like looking around like this, and they or they looked at my bike, make sure I could leave, you know. And the dude goes, "Well, is there anything you want to tell me?" I said, as well as I do, I can't. I'm not going to talk to you.
I'm not telling
You
you
know,
shit. Can
I'm
I
not
get out of
telling you
here?
shit. Yeah, let me see. I'm president. You know who I am. I'm just. Oh yeah. By the way, there was this car, and no, I'm not going to tell you crap. And I go, well, am I free to go? Am I free to go? Because I didn't do anything. I was just there. And he was like, well, I want to look into your bags. Because I had my road glide, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to let you do that. And he goes, well, I'll tell you what. You're going to be going home. to Idaho, and you're going to be driving, and you're probably going to mess up. You're going to probably forget to use a turn signal or something, and one of these other suckers that might be following you might pull you over and
get into that bag. You can open it now, or you can open it down the street.
Right? Yeah, it's like now or down the street. And I was like, oh man,
say pick one. Do a gamble.
Yeah, I tell you what. I knew I had nothing on me, you know. They were actually bare. I said, I'm going to pull my gloves out of my packs. I'm going to open up my backpacks and grab my gloves. If you happen to ponder and look inside of it and you're satisfied, then I'll leave. And so I open them up and I'm putting on my gloves, you know. I'm like, well, and they're like, oh, gotta look in there, you know, and there's nothing. And I was like, okay.
His head came out like a turtleneck. His neck came out like an amphibious turtle, and he was looking in Jay's bags.
Anyway, so he goes, I was like, good. And I just fucking took off. And then I pulled around back because I think I got away before you did. And I was talking to your dad.
We were all in the back. I didn't get to go anywhere all day. I lived at the clubhouse.
Oh, I know, that's right. That's right. I went all the way home, and I had 3 cars following me the entire time. I even pulled over, and they'd go past, and then I took past them, you know, went past them and shit, and it was funny.
Yeah. Remember when me and you got in trouble? We used to do T-shirt booths out in Idaho before anything was there, and
I know.
People would start asking us questions about the Hells Angels, and we started just saying, "I don't know. You want to buy a T-shirt or not? I don't know." We don't even call it Idaho. We don't say, "I don't know." And then Smiling called me and you, and he goes, "What the fuck are you guys doing out there? When somebody asks about me, you're saying, I don't know." I'm saying, well, I don't know. He goes, well, tell him I'm fine.
That was great. Hey, it reminds me of when you were running the Run What You Brung, when we had to have you in the middle of it, like watching the whole thing, and you guys decided to take some magic pizza toppings.
Me and my homeboy split an ounce of those magic pizza toppings, dude. And we were supposed to be sitting there watching what, like, everybody, we left some bikes, some cars, some support gear. Everything was left there that we're going to get in the morning because we're all too exhausted from the event. So they leave 2 of us in the middle of it. And all of a sudden, I'm on another planet. I don't even know where I'm at. And dude, you were around when I was doing a lot of the magic pizza toppings, and you came home one day and all the windows and doors were open and like lights on and water on, and then we were like, music's as loud as it'll go in a huge system, and we're like out in the bushes watching you come home, and you're like, what's going on around here? Give me some of that.
Right, yeah, give me some of those. I like pizza toppings.
That was good times, dude.
Good times, dude. Man,
so many.
Do you recall when we were all going out? It was a Prospects and it was Sons of Hell, and we were trying to make a showing on a Saturday night or whatever. So we all went downtown, and then we ended up at this bar that another brother ended up buying. I won't say his name, but anyway, and we were sitting there, we were like, huh, because Sons of Hell had parked on one side, all the Prospects parked on the other side, and you and I look at each other, we start snapping and walking towards each other.
The greaser dance? That's ridiculous.
No, like we were so the
outsider. Like we're gonna do the old greaser fight, the outsider fight.
Yeah, we were like, all right, like this, and everybody's in the bars, like, what the hell are they about to do?
Blades or chains?
Yeah, blades or chains. What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Oh no!
Yeah, gosh dang, man. We had some good times. But
yeah, man.
But going back to the Sons of Hell, that was really weird. Actually, I didn't know I was going to become president. I just thought I was going to be a member. I didn't know.
Right.
And then
I think you were wanting to actually you were going to prospect.
I wanted to straight prospect. I was going to follow you guys, and they're like,
yeah.
You are a great writer. You can teach some guys how to do this properly. And actually wanted your dad to become president first. And he
And
said, "No, I
me,
want to."
they wanted us all to do that, and we're like,
Yeah,
nah, we're going
no,
all the
no.
way.
Well, and I wanted to do that. I was like, I wanted to become a street fighter. He goes, "No, you're going to be president." I'm like, "What?"
See, and if I look back on it, it would have been smarter for me to grab one of those and then
Yeah,
graduate on, as it worked good for others,
right. It did work.
Instead,
Yeah.
I just plowed my way through like a bull in a china shop until
Well, yeah. I wanted to go because I was ready to ride that way. I knew how to club style, side to side, knuckle up, just fucking woo, just as fast as you can go, And did you go on us with that trip to Tri Cities when we picked up Johnny G that one time? Well, we
hey,
had to
Johnny
go.
G was just left my house this morning, homeboy.
Oh, right on. Well, tell him I said, hey, man, because
Hell
yeah, I
yeah.
miss that guy. He's a cool
Shout out
motherfucker.
to Johnny G. Hell yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's a
shout out to
gangster.
Johnny G, man. Is he still in
No,
or what?
no, he's out.
No.
He's been out for 2 years.
Oh wow. Okay. No. What the heck? And what happened to Matt? I thought didn't he become
He
president or
went
something?
over it. He became president and then moved over to Idaho and tried to open up Coeur d'Alene, and Smiling crushed him with the iron fist. He's
Nice.
out bad.
Oh, he is. It's not
Yeah,
surprising. I mean, that's the whole reason.
he's
He's
out.
like one of the
Hey,
reasons. What's up?
they're all the guys in our time are gone. Nobody is still
Really?
in from when me and you were there. That's crazy.
That is
Yeah,
crazy. They
that's
just
just
went right
how
through him, huh?
that's how it is up there.
Well, if they wouldn't have made me take my choice, I'd probably still be in there. I'd probably, be right up there with Smiling because we got along great, I thought.
Yeah.
But
You guys did get
um,
along good, man. We all did.
mhm,
Check
we all
this
did.
out. When before Smiling could like get back around his crew, and he had us, and
All right.
we would meet up at a
Oh yeah, the
Mexican
Mexican
market
restaurant.
with the restaurant in the corner, and it was a Mexican grocery store with a little
No, Mongolian
whatever.
barbecue. It was a Mongolian barbecue.
No, it wasn't. It's
Yeah, it was
Mexican, I
Mongolian
think.
barbecue.
No, we used to
That was,
go there too.
yeah,
Moons, that place was badass. But this Mexican place was this little Mexican
I
grocery
remember.
store with the place in the corner, and we'd all meet up there and get burritos and go, oh, we're hanging out with Smiling. That's when we're all feeling each
We're all
other out.
gangsters.
Yeah, dude. Like, what's going on here? We're getting in on it. Dude, so
Yeah.
Smiling's like over getting salsa. He's at the salsa bar. And I was probably a Mongol, dude. Somebody comes in and goes, who's running this thing right here? And we all looked around, and Smiling's like, he's up at the salsa bar, bro. He has 2 big cups of salsa he's getting while that guy ran up on us.
Oh yeah,
And
he
then
was
when he goes out, he goes, yeah, if that guy was gonna do anything,
zoom.
I was gonna get salsa in his eyes.
I remember
And
that.
that's how we were all meeting up with nothing on us, because it was high
Yeah,
tensions, dude. That shit was
that
funny.
was he was still on probation or not probation, but
Smiling's just
parole.
fresh out of prison, getting salsa packets ready to get somebody.
Just to get somebody. That's straight prison rules. Just yell. Ah!
Yeah, that's
That's funny
crazy.
shit right there, man. Oh God, man. Hey, I noticed that you had an episode that you were doing cryptids and shit like that. Did
Oh,
you ever tell the story about your Bigfoot encounter at my house?
I don't think I have told the story about the Pacific Northwest Bigfoot encounter when that thing headbutted me my trailer in the middle of the night.
Something happened because I was sitting on my couch just watching TV, just la 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 la. You're out in your trailer. All of a sudden, you come darting in, sits on the couch, and goes, "I think I'm sleeping in here tonight." We're like, "What up? What happened? What? I mean, did you? It rocked your
I was
goddamn trailer."
terrified. I had
Oh
the banger
yeah.
on me too. I'm like, what's
Well, you
going
thought
on?
we
You're like,
had.
what's up with you? Yeah, I
Well, you
thought you
thought
guys
we had
all went
pushed
outside
you.
and tried to tip me over. It was a
Yeah,
small trailer.
I know. Well, no, we were just
You
sitting
go,
there, just kicking
dude.
it. Yeah, I've never seen you actually scared before. You were like, you weren't
One
scared,
thing
but you were just like, I don't know what the hell's going on out there.
that was wild.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
it
gonna
was a
sleep on the
Bigfoot
couch.
too.
Yeah,
And
so
then I got a big old banger, and then I would set like an open can of beans out on a stump and I was trying to lure it in and
I
attack
think it was
it.
I think it's a female Sasquatch that kind of was, kind of liked you a little
She
bit.
was
She
all
was trying to,
horny.
yeah, she
She
was
was
all
all
horny. She wanted
horny.
to push you up. Yep. Like, look at all those drugs all over his face and arms and
Let me
everything. He
in
must have,
there.
yeah. Come on, he's big enough to take me on.
Hey, shout out to Big Rob from Sacto. 5 free gift memberships, man. That is so cool. I appreciate when you guys support this channel, man. I'll keep bringing
Oh
you the
yeah.
good stuff.
No, you're worth supporting, Breeze. You're worth supporting, man. You're doing a
Jay,
great job.
you are a super good artist. I'm not wrapping it up,
Oh,
but
thank you.
I just want you to plug a little bit of your art in the middle of this real quick.
Okay. Well, I got my band right here, Lucy and Rye, and it's an Artist Sprague at Artist Sprague is my YouTube, and I got a lot of videos on there and stuff like that. Dealing with a lot of trauma and shit from my past and stuff like that. I make rocket videos. I make folk art and shit like that. I do a lot of painting and stuff like that. But thank you, I appreciate that. That's really nice of you to mention.
Yeah, you were
But
just
yeah.
in a big competition, man. You almost had it.
Yeah, I got 13th place. It was Johnny Depp's People's Choice Awards, and I made it past so many rungs. And out of thousands and thousands of artists, I got 13th. If I would have been
Congrats,
10th,
dude.
I would have been in it. But I've been doing art all my life. But
13th
hey,
is still a cool number.
I'll accept 13th. I
I'll
wasn't
take
trying to
it.
do it. Yeah, I just did it on a whim too. I just threw in a painting that I did, and poof, they were like, "Okay, yeah, you're part of it now." It was also Mark Mothersbaugh from God damn it, Devo. He was part of it too. He was a big part of it, and that was really cool. I got to meet him. Got to meet Johnny Depp, so that was kind of cool. But I mean, they're just people, so I'm not really starstruck by people. So whatever. Actually, the only starstruck person I was like Smiling Rick when I first met him. I'm like, oh, so
Yeah, he has that. Yeah, dude.
yeah. I mean,
You met
because
some
that,
legends too. You met Dragon Ray,
yeah, and also the old man,
Johnny
man.
G.
Well, yeah, Johnny G, and then the old man. Remember, he used to hang out with us for a little while when we'd go out and
Oh
do like
yeah.
different events.
I
And
just talked to him a couple days ago. He hasn't talked to me for like 3 years because I don't talk to my dad anymore.
oh yeah, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to him anymore too because he kind of pissed me off, with the whole Run What You Brung thing. But Run What You Brung was a great event, and unfortunately, it just went south.
It
After
shit the bed
14
and
freaking
Black and White
years.
picked it back up, dude.
I expected I was going to take it over and still do the whole process where we'd have go through every single club, would be upfront and personal every year, and then they would have they could sell their stuff and everything like that. Like Banditos were there, his brother
Everybody was
Speed,
there. That shit was
everybody.
badass.
Yeah, and we'd rotate it every year.
Thousands of people.
Yeah, I know. When we had that actor, gosh, what's his name? I
Rusty.
Rusty. Yeah, when
He's
Rusty
not
showed
just an
up and did the
actor.
whole
He's a
signing.
legendary Hell's Angel out of Orange
Yeah.
County.
Yeah, and he showed up. We did. That was great. That was the biggest one we ever had. I think it was number 6.
And he was in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. Man, I hate that show.
I haven't even watched it yet.
Oh, you should. It's a good show. It's all based on
Somebody
real
told
stories.
me to.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good entertainment. If you consider it that way. It's not very truthful. It's very Hollywooded
We lived
out.
it. We lived it. I have the
we did
shortest
leave it.
attention span.
Oh gosh, you're telling me, Jesus, man. I still had a hole in my wall on the other side of this over here from where you tackled me, and we hit the wall, bam, and we almost flew out the other side. You remember that?
Hell
Gosh.
yeah, party!
Always keeping it rough, Like,
yeah,
gosh,
dude.
damn, we had some crazy stuff because remember that we were going to go see Hank Williams III, and that wheel just flew off and just took off down the road. We're like, oh, great! It's like a mile up the road. We're like, oh,
the
shit.
girl I was with got us kicked out.
Yeah, I know. What the hell,
dude? That chick got all drunk and started kicking people in the head.
I know. What the hell was up with that?
She had to go home.
Oh,
and then when we found her, when we all got thrown out, and we found her like in the middle of the street with one shoe, like Cinderella. That was hell.
Yep. I didn't really experience that part. I was in there just fucking in the pit.
Having fun. And your last
Having
name is
fun.
Sprague, and
Uh-huh.
the venue's on Sprague. So whenever you would like whip out your ID, they'd give you like they would just
Dude,
treat you like you own the fucking
I
place.
know. And the clubhouse was on Sprague too. So I'm standing out there when we're prospecting or we're, hanging out, be standing out there, just,
Sick.
hey, look, we're a target, and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, this is my road. Leave me alone.
All
Well,
the
actually, my
stickers
great,
we had.
oh, dude. Oh, my God. If I had $1 for every sticker and every shirt that I made for that club, man,
We
I
were
tell you
sitting
what,
up there pressing them one by one on our own spare time. I would have to walk to your print shop to do it sometimes, and we weren't getting $1. And
no.
we made hundreds of thousands of things, dude. We put them back on the map, and I got shit on.
Well, and, hey, we wanted to do it and we did it. We did it for a good
Yeah,
cause. We were
yeah, we had
supporting
a good
our thing.
time.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't take that away from anything. I would do it again if I was younger and shit like
You
that. I'm
guys
getting
all
too
got to
old, man.
laugh seeing me make the rounds because I'd be
Oh,
right
dude,
back. I would
I watched you
flip
go out
out
and then in, and then out and then in, and then out and then in, just back and forth, back and forth. And I was
like the
like, "Oh,
swimming
he's
pool. You got
back
to get out,
in." And
dry
everybody was
off,
like, "Oh gosh,
get out, dry off, have a bologna sandwich, jump back in.
yeah, there you go." Wow, I'm surprised. Didn't you? Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I miss the whole thing. I miss like what now earlier I was like, did you go on that trip with us to pick up Johnny G when we got sidetracked? Um, did you ever experience the no noise before on riding in a
Oh,
in
dude,
club?
that's what it's all about. All this is about is what you just said. Is when you're in a
Yeah,
pack and you're
and you're
just
going. Yeah, no, and no, when
you're not thinking about
all
fighting
the
your
cylinders,
brothers. You're not thinking about your
nothing.
dues. You're not thinking about your old lady's pussy. You're not
Nope.
thinking about your kids. You're not thinking about dinner.
Clears your
You're not thinking about
mind.
nothing. You're
Just
riding,
going.
rolling free TV.
Rolling free TV, baby. No, and did you ever
Rolling.
experience
That's
the where the V twin? They all line up, and it just goes quiet for a second. So we're going 81 miles an hour down the highway, and we literally had the stator go like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" Just kind of wave at us as we're flying down the road, and then everything just went quiet. All of a sudden, we're like looking around and holy moly, and then they got off. Man, I tell you what, that was a spiritual moment for me. That's what
nothing like
really,
it.
that was the height of what I would
Transcending.
say was what it was all about writing. I became Buddhist because of it, you know.
Hell yeah.
Seriously, that's what I'm doing now, and yeah, that was the best part of the whole thing. Just riding with you guys, riding with your dad. Did you ever watch? Did you
Dude,
get
we
to watch
built
the race
bikes
between
together
us?
before that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
We're
but
building bikes.
we were doing all kinds of shit, dude. And it's like I miss it, but I don't. I miss it
Uh,
because it was some of the best times, but it was also some of the
some
worst
of the worst
times.
times.
And they went hand in hand for there
Oh
for a
boy.
minute, but we
Oh
took it
boy, did
well.
they? Oh boy, did they, man? I tell you what. Remember that time? I hate to say that. Like, remember that time when we did this or whatever? But
Go for
you
it.
and your dad came into my clubhouse, and because he thought that I had promised Smiling that I wouldn't drink anymore because I had a real bad problem with it. And I had to straighten up to become president because there's no way you could be a fucking drunk president. And you guys came in and he fucking pushed me down to the ground and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know what to
Someone
fucking do
started
because
filming us. I go,
who?
Fuzzy, are you drunk? He goes, what's it to
Oh,
you? I go, you want one?
yeah, right.
No.
Oh man, Fuzzy turned out to be a fucking whatever.
Dude,
But
he went to he went to the
he
East
went to
Coast and
Florida.
became yeah, and he became some other support club for another team.
Oh, really? Which one? You know,
The freaking
red and blue.
no, the birds, the one that's a bird.
Oh,
I don't want to disrespect it
gotcha.
because they're gnarly,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. It has to do with fighting amongst, war something.
Their patch is a phoenix.
I know, I'm familiar with it. Yeah, but
What
anybody
is it,
out
guys,
there
in
that
the
doesn't
chat?
know, yeah, think of a female, the male version of a witch.
What the hell is that, Fuzzy?
No. That's what they're called. They're
Oh, is
called.
it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is. I'd say
Okay.
it. Whatever. Shout
Yeah.
out to them. They're the
Warlocks.
warlocks. Shout
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Shout out to the
Oh
warlocks.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
but
put it
it
down on the
was really
East
nice
Coast.
being up here and in a club because everything was like I don't know, sweet or Switzerland. There was no fighting out here. Between the banditos and us and Brother Speed and everybody like that. Everybody got along.
Smiling had
Jokers.
Spokane by the nuts like this.
Oh, I know.
And
Oh man.
now he's older and he's let off, and someone else is probably
And
wearing his
they're
tag. But
piling in.
damn,
Yeah,
dude, he had it. He had
he had
it.
he had it by the balls, literally. Oh man. Did you ever go to Seattle with us when we went to Seattle to meet all the other members of Sons of Hell and stuff? You didn't?
No, I was there in Spokane when they came to Spokane though, and they talked a woman of the night into hooking up with all of them, and then they didn't pay her.
Oh, ouch. That's not right.
Gross.
That's
That's
not
not
right.
cool, dude.
That's
That's
not
work
cool.
too. Respect
Oh
it.
man. No, we all went over there to Seattle, and I hooked up with some of the other presidents of Sons of Hell on Seattle side, and they loaned me a bike and stuff because it was winter. We were doing that Christmas parade thing. Remember that? Did
Oh,
you go?
I did go to that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then
I
they're
was
like,
having
okay,
Winter Wonderland up my nose.
I know.
Remember,
Booger
that's what they
sugar.
caught me hooking up with a midget. Johnny G broke into my room. He had a nice ass, though.
Oh, that's funny as hell. You remember that we're sitting there, we're about ready to start the big parade of all the bikes going through. I mean, there's thousands of freaking bikes, right? Thousands and thousands of bikes. I don't know how many exactly they had. They had a direct route, and all of a sudden, bam, red and white dips. And they usually lead the right because that's their ride in Seattle. They dip, and they're like, okay, so they come to us, and three presidents are sitting there, and they look at us and go, okay, you guys are leading now. Of what? And then all the other two presidents look at me and they go, oh, your mother chapter, so you're leading. I was like, okay, I don't know where the hell I'm going. It's like I'm gonna
This
lead a
stuff just
whole
kind of
back.
happens to you.
I don't know. It's just like, oh, suddenly you're in charge. Here, take a couple thousand people on a run that you have no idea where we're going. I'm like, nuh-uh. I said, we're gonna stand in unity. Us three presidents. You tell me where to go.
Unity. Get in
Unity.
front of me.
We're gonna show our power.
You are doing it.
Yeah, I have no freaking idea where I'm going. You do. Yeah.
That's
And that's when we ended up
hilarious.
like after the whole thing, we're coming down and my girl was on the back and I'm on a bike that I've never ridden before. It's got ape hangers. I hate ape hangers, that's just personal preference. I'm riding and it's raining, starts raining, and my rear end hits the side of the road and whoop, I go and I just fucking when in doubt, throttle out.
That's right.
And all of a sudden, my wife goes, "Whoa!" and she starts falling off the back seat because we just literally had a licking stick, on there, and she was like falling off. She's holding on to me, barely holding on. I got out of there. We get in the line, and everybody's like, "What the hell? How did you pull out of that?" When I was sideways leading the pack, and everybody saw it. They're like, "Oh no!" And then all of a sudden, here comes a prospect, rides up. Here you go. Here's your seat. Because the seat fell out from underneath her. I was like, "Wow!"
Takes off.
Yeah.
Pulls up clutch. Hey, here's your seat. See you later. What?
Yeah, later when he took off, and I was like, "Wow, your prospects are good, man." I was with the other president, but it was good times, man. It was some of the best times of my life. Some of the it was questionable sometimes what was really going on, but your dad meant a lot to me. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot from everybody, man.
You learned a lot of everyone learned what not to do from me
Yeah.
over here, but I did it
I learned
with
how to be a
stride.
knucklehead from you, and I learned kind of the rules from your dad, and man,
Yikes! Good thing I have a hard head.
No kidding. Holy crap. You still got that video of you knocking that dude out by hitting him on top of the head? I mean, allegedly.
Donk. No, I don't think so.
You walk up to him and just
Dude,
like, blam.
wacko.
And then blam, he just whoop. That was it. Oh man. Gosh. That's crazy.
Dude, we're coming up on our hour. It's 49 minutes. We can go and we can wrap this up. Jay, I'll definitely have you back on. I see the people in the
We'll wrap it
comments
up right
digging your
now.
stories. Yeah.
Right on. Cool. Hey man, keep it up, Breeze. You're doing a great job. I mean, I highly recommend you just keep it up. You need an intro though, man. You need an animation. I think I can
get on
handle
that,
it for
Jay.
you.
Get on there.
I think I can
I don't
handle
know how
it
to
for
edit
you.
or do anything. I don't know how to do anything. You already know that.
I can edit it for you. I can do all that stuff. We're gonna have to talk after this and really get together and just start doing that. But you're doing great, man, and I'm proud of you. And you're like my son almost, kind of, but you're my good friend and
shout
you're my
out to
good brother.
JBird. Shout
Hey,
out to him, man. Hey, shout out to his art page. You guys heard it. Everybody go follow his art, his band, whatever he's
Artist
got
Greg.
going on. There you go. You'll see us on here again. I got some links right here if you guys want helmets, tires for your bikes, fairings. I got a link you can click. Click that. Get something.
Don't forget
get
to
me a little
join,
cheddar.
click, and like.
Shout out Deathcore. Shout out to
Yeah.
prestigious_labs, man. And hey, Jay, I can't thank you enough for having on, brother.
Thank you for having me, man. I love you, brother. And I will see
catch
you
on the flip side.
All right, later.
Late.